Do you despise how self care is always presented? I do. What if there was a better way to do it? You can embrace your creative life to improve your mental self care. So, I'm not a fan of the self care mantra, at least how it's presented on Instagram. But I do understand the need for moms to unplug and take the mental load off. And this is where the creative life comes in. And you don't even need to be creative to do it. So if you cringe every time you think about self care, then keep listening. I am going to give you practical self care tips that aren't cringeworthy. Hello, Rebel Moms, and welcome to the Life Unboxed podcast. I am Jodie, the mom, wife, homeschool mom of six, and successful entrepreneur, bringing you information and inspiration on raising kids, running a business, and keeping your sanity. So it's everything you need to work from home and homeschool confidently. You can find the episode show notes, tools to make your life a whole lot easier, and more information at lifeunboxed.blog. Now, here's the show. The old way of mom self care. There's not one moment I can specifically pinpoint, but every time I see self care, I really do cringe. I'm sitting on the couch, drinking my coffee, scrolling through Instagram, happy to get 30 seconds to myself, and I stumble across a self care post. And quickly I scroll past. There's nothing about it that is appealing to me, at least how it is portrayed on social media. You know, if we're to believe everything we see there. For the most part, there are moms who do get it. However, when it's pedicures and massages and all that kind of stuff, like, no, those are fine occasionally. But as a regular routine, they get kind of expensive, and not to mention the amount of time involved. But for this type A, highly driven and ambitious mom, I have hit a mental wall. And I needed to figure out what to do with my stress because it was starting to overwhelm my entire body, physically and emotionally. I could feel it. It was in this moment of realization that I knew something had to change. But if pedicures and massages were beyond the reach of my budget and my time, I had to find another way. So, how do you feel about self care? What do you feel when you hear these words? Are you frustrated because all the other moms seem to get it? At least if you believe their Instagram feeds. Or has it just become one of those cringeworthy statements? We hear it, we cringe, and we just walk away. When you look at your self care routine or lack of it, I think that is the case for most moms, if we're being honest. Self care just feels like the mirage in the desert. You can kind of see it, but lack of time, lack of funds, and stress turn it into the blazing sun again. You're left standing there in this dry wasteland, just needing a cup of cold water, but you never seem to get it. So, mom, let me bring you the cup of cold water. You can improve your mental self care, and it has nothing to do with massages or pedicures. It is all about your creative life.